Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is kind of like my learn to play ice hockey that my son did 2 years ago. Well, the Florida Panthers, they started a learn to play ball hockey. So basically it's very similar to the learn to play ice hockey. However, it's just, like basically street hockey, right? And so all it needs is like a stick and a ball, and that's all it is. And my son did it in the summer, and I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was a really great program. And whether or not your child just wants to get introduced to hockey, wants to try something new, I think it's a really great program. It's something that they started earlier this year in early spring 2025. So I wanted to talk about it and then show you kind of week 1, week 2, week 3, what they did, and kind of give you my thoughts on the program. Okay, so a little bit about the program. It says, Learn to Play Ball Hockey is a program designed to provide new and affordable opportunities for families to join the local hockey community. Participants in the Learn to Play Ball Hockey will develop the fundamental skills needed to play and succeed through the sport of hockey. The curriculum is designed in conjunction with USA Hockey's gold standard, which ensures that program structure is both fun and effective. The Florida Panthers are committed to developing the next generation of hockey players and Panther fans who will remain engaged with the game throughout the rest of their lives. So it is for ages 5 through 14, and the ice hockey is actually only from 5 to 9. So you got to kind of get even earlier. So this has definitely a broader range. Also, you don't need to know how to skate, and that's something that I saw with the ice hockey. My son knew how to skate, but a lot of kids joined that program and didn't know how to skate, and a lot of kids dropped out the first week. So this session is 3 weeks, and it is only $50. So it's $50, and that includes a stick and a ball that they can go home and practice with. We also, as parents, were given the opportunity to purchase an adult stick and ball. We actually purchased 2 so that we can practice at home. And, it was $25 a piece. So it's a good quality stick. You'll see it in the videos when we go over like each of the weeks, but it's fun and really helps, helps them kind of learn to do the stick, especially without the hockey stick, because the hockey stick is obviously different with the puck and everything, but just learning that stick handling is really crucial. So it is 3 weeks, and our program was every Saturday morning. It was from 8:30 to 9:30, and it was in the month of July. So July in South Florida is hot, but 8:30 to 9:30 was doable. Our session was at the Weston Regional Park. It was the first time they held it there, and right now that has been the only time they have held it there. They have not started any new sessions. I think there was, I forgot how many kids there were, but there was a good amount of kids. It was the first time they were offering it at that location. And the time of the morning was great. Like, it was hot and there was parts that were sunny, but there were still parts that were still shady. And it wasn't, I think the first week was the week that it was the hottest. There was one week that it was a little overcast and it just felt really nice. But that time of the morning, even though it's early on a Saturday in the summer, it was very doable and it made it so that it wasn't so hot for the kids. Now, if you are in South Florida, there are 3 upcoming sessions for Learn to Play Ball Hockey, and there's Coconut Creek Community Center. That has a wait list though, but you can try. Tamarack Multipurpose Center, and then Plantation Central Park. I do know that some locations are indoors. I just kind of assume it will be outdoors unless it says that it's indoors. And again, it is $50. So for all, for the 3 weeks. And you can get a refund up until like 24 hours before the first session. And after that, like if you go the first session and you never go back, there's no refunds. And we didn't have any weather issues, so we never had that, which I really thought we were going to. But they do say that if one session is canceled, they will try and reschedule. So, but unfortunately for us, that didn't happen. So here's what to expect. So week 1 is the introduction to hockey, the fundamentals, and the safety. And then stick handling, so grip, hand placement, and ball control techniques. So my son, like I said, he skated for 2 years and then he started the hockey. He did the Learn to Play, but it was very overwhelming. And that is one of the things, like, he's just in the rec league, right? He's not going to the NHL. He's not going to be on a travel team. He enjoys it. He has fun with it, but he's on a rec league, and that's fine. Like, I just want him to learn how to be part of a team. and I don't have to deal with, rain delays or, weather issues or anything like that, or sunscreen, which is great. But one of the things he's struggled with is the stick handling, because, when you're in practice, one, it's hard to hear. You're in a loud ice rink and you got all the gear, and then you're worried about skating, you're worried about just so many things. So stick handling has been his weak spot. So I thought this would be a good opportunity. And his hockey has been like night and day. Even after the first session, we went to his hockey practice at 1 o'clock. So we had it from 8:30 to 9:30. He had hockey practice at 1, and that practice at 1, he was already handling the stick better. So really a lot of great stick handling. So in week 2, they learned how to pass, forehand and backhand techniques, and then shooting. And then introduction to shooting mechanics, proper stance, hand placement, and follow through. So all of that, and you'll see that in the video. And then the last week is just a skills refresher and a scrimmage. And they did have a scrimmage. They had a lot of fun, and they were scrimmaging back and forth. And my son, when I asked him, he said that was his favorite week. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna show you week 1, week 2, and week 3, so you can kind of see some videos of each, and then I will come back and wrap up. This was week 1, and it focused on the hockey fundamentals and safety, as well as stick handling. This was their first drill, just kind of running up and down, learning how to handle the stick and the ball. This session, they were focusing more on just going back and forth with the ball, and then also you'll see where the coaches came in and started to try to steal the ball from the kids, which my son absolutely loved. And the last drill was where they paired up with another kid and they practiced just shooting back and forth.
Brandon.
And then they ended the last session with a group picture. So this is week 2, and week 2 focused on passing and shooting. So they started off the session with just pairing up with another kid and passing and back and forth.
Evan, you're doing great, buddy. Keep it going.
This next drill, they were in 2 groups with a circle, and they had a coach in the middle, and then they were just passing back and forth. My son really enjoyed this drill particularly. Next up, they moved to the other side of the court and they started focusing on shooting. They lined them up basically on 2 sides, and then each side had 2 lines, and they practiced shooting. And one of the things I loved is that when the coach saw that Ryder wasn't doing it properly or wasn't holding the stick properly, which he does a lot, they actually corrected him. Game that Ryder really enjoyed. They were basically playing tic-tac-toe. They were going one-on-one, and they had to shoot and score, and then when they shoot and scored, they ran and they put down a spot in the tic-tac-toe. His team was actually really good. Unfortunately, some of the kids didn't really understand how to play tic-tac-toe, so I think we lost, but they really enjoyed it. Ryder really enjoyed it, and even if you missed the goal, you kept trying until you got the goal, so which was really fun. They ended week 2 with just going back and forth with another partner, and his partner and him found like the only shaded spot on the court. The final week was just skills refresher and scrimmage. They started with a refresher and shooting. And probably about 3/4 of the hour was with the scrimmage. They broke them up into teams of 3 and red and blue, and they also broke them up with the little kids and the big kids, so they kind of took turns. They got breaks, but they really enjoyed it. This was Ryder's favorite part of the entire session of all 3 weeks, just playing. He was really into it, and even while they were doing the scrimmage, the coaches were stopping him, correcting his form, telling him where to go. You can see here they're telling him to play defense, but they also were, correcting his shooting and his stick handling, making sure he was doing everything proper. So they were still getting coaching even during the scrimmage. And at the end of this practice, they did let all the kids keep their practice bibs. Come on, Ryder, go after it! Good job. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed what it was, the Learn to Play. It was a lot of fun. The instructors from the Florida Panthers were amazing. He was able to keep that little scrimmage shirt that they wore. He was able to keep that. We haven't used it since, but it was nice to have that as well. And he really enjoyed it. They also had a survey, which was nice. They had a survey at the end for the parents, and they had a raffle. So they said any kids and it was all the locations. And Ryder, I did respond because one, I thought it was a great program and I wanted to give my input, but then Ryder won. So we got a nice autographed picture from one of the Florida Panthers, which was really cool as well. So they do have a program to continue on. Right now it's only being offered in Plantation, and I was going to sign up, but of the 3 weeks, it's $60 for 3 weeks. And of the 3 weeks, we're not going to be in town for the second week. So it doesn't really make sense to sign up for only 2 weeks, so for 2/3 of the session. So we'll probably wait for one. Hopefully they'll have one in Weston. But I did want to make a video about this because it's a new program. And that way, if anybody's looking for information on it, I think it's fabulous. Even if you just don't even want to play ice hockey, your kid doesn't want to play ice hockey, but maybe they just enjoy watching the Florida Panthers, or if they have this program in I don't know if they have this in other NHL cities. So I'm kind of speaking specifically to South Florida. You want to get them exposed to hockey. You want to have them learn the skills. And what I've noticed is that my son, now that he's kind of really learned hockey between ice hockey and the ball hockey, he is enjoying now watching the hockey games, the Florida Panther games. Like, he knows what's going on, which just makes it more fun as a family and just overall more fun. So I highly recommend this program. It was fantastic. It's a lot of fun, even if it was an early morning, and I really hope it continues and it grows within the South Florida community. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. Bye everyone.